Ahshamiah Raahwaban. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. Peace and salutations to all my fellow Akim Akwat out there that follow Yahweh Bashim Yahushai with truth and sincerity. I like to say Shalom. Shalaki, I wanted to restart the lesson. I kind of started off a little rough. I feel like I was a little all over the place. I wanted to start off clean and cool. But if you know where I'm at a nice neighborhood. You know, I come around here a lot, either to do a lesson, sit down lesson, or you know, grab a little snack. But you know, this is just a live lesson, and I'm just gonna go through the spirit, man. This is Malachi 4:1. For behold, the day cometh that shall burn as an oven, and all the proud, yea, all that do wickedly shall be stubble. And the day that cometh shall burn them up, saith the Lord of hosts, that it shall leave neither root nor branch. So right, we about to come to a time where Jacob's trouble is about to occur, and one of the major prophecies that the Bible speaks of is the ICBM missiles, man. That's going to burn this place into smithereens. Okay, these cars, these houses, coffee shops, these nice ass apartment houses, okay, they're all gonna be burned up by ICBM missiles, man. Okay, and who's gonna bring that destruction? Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. Mainly, who gave the man the idea to create a nuclear bomb? Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. This Isaiah 54:16. Rocky. For I have created the smith that bloweth the coals in the fire, and that bringeth forth an instrument for his work, and I have created the waster to destroy. So right, that is Yahweh Bashim Yahushai that gave Esau, Edom, and these other nations the idea to create a nuclear bomb, or a weapon that causes global catastrophe and mass destruction. You gotta think, man. A nuclear bomb, that's like a mini sun. Okay, like the sun in the sky that's shining. Hey, that's like a mini sun. And imagine that sun, a miniature sun hitting the earth. Okay, it's going to vaporize everything. It's going to turn everything, oxygen, okay, the elements, the concrete, the cities, the streets, the cars, the people, into ashes, to nothing. Okay, and that's what the Most High gave man, a power of a weapon that can destroy and vaporize everything in its path. A nuclear bomb, man, an atomic bomb. Okay, but the atomic bomb was back in the 1950s, the atomic family. But now we're in the time of ICBM missiles, hydrogen bombs, man, intercontinental ballistic missiles. They're going to destroy everything in this neighborhood, man, and not just in this neighborhood, the whole United States, man. Okay, fire is going to engulf and eat everything in its path, man. And not just a wildfire, that's not just an ordinary fire, no. The fire and brimstone of the ICBM missiles. The raging fire of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. Because that's the destruction that the Lord is about to bring. Okay, I'm gonna face it. I don't know if you brothers can see me. All right, good. Because that's what the Lord is about to bring. All right, good. Is catastrophic destruction, man. Okay, catastrophic destruction that these billions and millions of people throughout the world is about to feel. It's that fervent heat. This is Matthew 24. And 6, and ye shall hear wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass. Okay? But the end is not. So, right, this is not the end. This is just the beginning of what's to come. See, people think that once America is destroyed, or once society collapses, that's it, it's over. No, man. Okay? Yeah, it's a nice neighborhood, man. A very nice neighborhood. But that's what people think, that once society is destroyed, that's it, life is over. All right, but no, it's something far greater than that, and that is the kingdom of Yahweh Ahshamiah Raahwaban. Okay? These Edomites that you see walking down the street, they're going to be slaves in the kingdom. Even the one that's smoking a cigarette behind me, man. All right, you Edomites, y'all had a good time. Now your time is about to come to an end. It says nation again. It says, for nation shall rise up against nation, kingdom against kingdom. So not just a nation, not just the nations of, you know, continental nations like America versus China, China versus Russia. No, you're gonna have nations, biblical nations, fight against each other, man. Okay, you're gonna have Moab against Esau, Esau against Judah, and all the 12 tribes. All right, Israel versus Esau, Esau versus Moab and Ammon. Okay, Esau and Amalek versus Elam and Ishmael. So you're gonna have biblical nations, okay, political nations, these nations that we are dwelling in here today, and you're gonna have ideologies fighting against each other. Because remember, Babylon is known as the city of confusion. So you're gonna have a lot of ideologies fighting against each other, man. And that's gonna start with religious ideologies. Who has the greatest religion, Christianity or Islam or Buddhism? And that's happening right now as we speak. Okay? And them small hats that's in our land, hey, they're being hated throughout the four corners of the earth, man. Because the Lord has war with Amalek from generation to generation. All right, and you Edomites, man, y'all go into slavery, man. That's just the truth. Okay, there's no if, no buts, no coconuts about it. You Edomites are going into slavery, according to the Bible. This is Exodus 17 and 16. Sorry, 14. This is Exodus 17 and 14. And the Lord saith unto Moses, write this for a memorial in a book and rehearse it in the ears of Joshua, for I will utterly put out the remembrance of Amalek from under heaven. And that's what the Lord's about to do. He's going to wipe out the Amalekites that's in our land forever, man. Even the Amalekites here, okay? They call themselves different names and different nationalities, but they're still known as the nation of Amalek, even if they change their names, okay? Even Edomites that scattered in our own nation, man. Okay, the Lord's going to wipe away all you Edomites. Because Amalek is the head of all the nations. But the main nation is Esau, Edom. Okay? It says, and Moses built an ark and called it the name of Jehovah Nisai, or Yahweh Nisai, Shalakia, Yahweh Nisai. It says, for he said, because the Lord has sworn that the Lord will have war with Amalek from generation to generation. So, hey, the Lord has war with Amalek from generation to generation, man. Okay?
You waiting for the bus?
Oh, no, I'm good.
Welcome to Route 28.
And that's the thing, too. That's why they call rats, because rats can dwell and adapt to any environment. Okay, one of the Shlaki, what this bus pass. The one thing about rats is that no matter how tight a surface or how tight a crevice is, they can squeeze through it, man. And they show you that when the police in New York City was going through that synagogue, arresting all them Amalekites, man. And it was a video of an Amalekite. He escaped through them underground tunnels, and he got up underneath. How that happened? He somehow in New York, It was a video of a rat. Okay, them Amalekite, all right, coming out of the concrete of the sidewalk and running away, man. At nighttime, man. Okay, and that shows you that's why they got the name. That's why they're called rats. Because one, they're defiled. One, they're easy to get away. And when everything happen, when bad things happen, man, Amalek knows how to run away, man. Okay, Amalek knows how to run away from when big situations happen, when conflict occurs, man. Because they're not a mighty people. Okay, Amalek is basically a nation of bitch ass niggas, man. Because hey, when we was coming out of Egypt, Amalek just almost wiped out the children and the elders of our people, man, the weak of our people, man. And it was behind us when they, if you look at the crowd of the nation of Israel coming out of Egypt, it was the children and the elders in the back, while the strong people were in the front. Okay. And when we came across some Amalekites, they started slaughtering our children, our women. Okay. To a point now, how you doing? To a point now that hey, it's a nice neighborhood, man. I'm just trying to stay focused, man. All right. To a point now, hey, the Lord wants Amalek's blood, man. Because Amalek needs to be wiped off the face of the earth. Okay? Epstein, what's that dude that owned that made all them Hollywood movies, man? It's Jeffrey Epstein. What's his name? Winehouse, I forgot his name, man, but he made all them. He's the Amalekite. They made all them, all the Hollywood movies, man. Home Alone, and what's another one, man? I can't think. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna check it real quick. Shalaki about that. It was Harvey Weinstein I was thinking of, but as you can see, they control everything, man. They control the media, they control the news, they control politics, they even control the movie industry. Okay. But now the Lord is bringing the curses upon the nation of Edom, okay, and all the heathens, but mainly Amalek, to the point that now they're the most hated people on the planet Earth. I don't know if y'all watched that video. It was a group of Amalekites that went to Brazil, and the Brazilians, them Asherites, they was about to jump Amalek, man, because them Amalekites was being proud as fuck, man. Okay, being boisterous, prideful, arrogant. And them Brazilians and them Asherites, they had to check their asses like, yo, this is our home, not yours, man. You're just a tourist. To a point that the police came to separate the Asherites and the Amalekites, man, because it was about to be a big, huge fight. Okay? Everywhere these small heads go, they're always hated, and that's okay. That's good, man. Because, hey, the truth is coming out. The truth is coming out that y'all the basis of men. The most wickedest nation on the planet Earth. And Shalak, if I'm all over the place, man. You know, just trying to stick to, one point. That's all. There's so many scriptures coming to my mind. That's all. So let me grab this real quick. This is Daniel 4:17. This is the matter by the decree of the watchers and the demand by the word of the holy ones, the intent that the living may know that the Most High ruleth in the kingdom of men, and giveth it to whomsoever he will, and set up over the bases of men. So right, the Lord set up bases, the bases of men, which are the Edomites. Okay, and as you can see, I'm in an Edomite neighborhood, man. A very nice Edomite neighborhood. Okay, they getting off of work, driving, getting some ice cream, getting a coffee. Okay, but eventually all this is going to stop. All right, and the Lord set them up, man. The Lord is the reason why they're ruling. They can walk around their town, do whatever they want because they're ruling. All right, the Lord gave them the privilege to rule. That's why it's called white privilege. Okay, that's why it's called white privilege, man. Because they have the privilege that other nations don't have, man. Mainly we don't have, man. That's why the scripture said they're not in trouble as other men. Slacky. Like, hey, think about it, man. Jake would do something that's small or minimal, okay, of a crime, and he get football numbers. Our Edomites, they can kill a whole family, man. They could do that Patrick Bateman type shit. They could be working for a big, huge corporation, but behind the curtains, they're serial killers, man. Okay, child touches, PDF files. Okay, look at Jeffrey Epstein, man. That man was living a life that the average person will never receive or have, man. Okay, now that the truth is coming out, hey, the curses are hopping on these Edomites, man. These Edomites in there receiving the curses. Because why? Because the tables are about to shift. Okay, the tables are about to shift, man. This is Deuteronomy 30:7, and it says, "And the Lord thy God will put all these curses upon thy enemies, and all of them that hate thee which persecute thee." So right, the Lord is putting the curses upon our enemies, man. And they don't like it, man. You're not supposed to like the curses, because we've been going through the curses for the past 500 plus years. And now that it's hopping on y'all, you Edomites and you other nations, y'all can't handle it. All right, and that shows you that Ahshamiah Raahwaban is about to return, because the tables are about to shift, man. Okay, we're about to receive privilege. We're about to receive unfathomable wealth and riches, man. Okay, in the kingdom of Ahshamiah Raahwaban. Oh, let me read this. This is Deuteronomy 30:3. That the Lord thy God will turn thy captivity and have compassion upon thee, and will return and gather thee from all nations, whither the Lord thy God has scattered thee. So right, the Lord is gathering us, man. He's gathering us from throughout all the four corners of the earth, man. Okay? Because you got a lot of Israelites in Iran, China, Africa, Asia, okay, North America, mainly here in Babylon, man. But we're all throughout the world, man. Billions of us, man, scattered amongst the other nations. I gotta watch that show Invincible, man, because that shows you that the Viltrumites are us. They're the Israelites. Okay? That character, Mark Grayson, he's a speckled bird, man. He's scattered amongst the heathens. Okay? Because the Viltrumites in that show are us, man, the Israelites. And even his brother Oliver, okay, was a speckled bird. But that just shows you, man, that we're a very chosen, special people, man. No matter where we go. No matter where Israelites are, man, they got a special glow about them, a countenance that the other nations don't have, man. This is 4. It says, if any of thine be driven out unto the uttermost parts of the heaven, from thence will the Lord thy God will gather thee, and from thence will he fetch thee. Shock, he's about to be a whole car crash. Read that again. If any of thine have been driven out of the uttermost parts, unto the uttermost parts of heaven, from thence will the Lord will gather thee, and from thence will he fetch thee. So right, the Lord's going to gather us. Okay, through who? Through the chariots, man. Okay, the UFOs, man. Because the Lord is about to come with 20,000s of thousands of angels with the chariots, man. They're gonna come in different shapes and sizes to gather the elect. It says, 5, and the Lord thy God will bring thee into the land which thy fathers possessed, and thou shalt possess it, and he will do thee good and multiply thee above thy fathers. So right, in the kingdom of heaven, man, we're gonna be multiplied. We're gonna be multiple people, man. We're gonna be a huge nation. We're gonna multiply like bees, man. Okay, like there's a bush across the street, and there's hundreds of birds chirping. Okay, in that bush, man, hundreds. And there are innumerable of the birds in those bushes, man, across the street. How much is the nation of Israel, man? I'm gonna keep on saying this, man. I gotta watch that show, Invincible, man, because them Viltrumites, there was billions upon them before they all died, man. There was billions upon billions, man, sand of the sea. Like the stars of heaven, man. The nation of Israel is gonna be like unto the stars of heaven. Stars of heaven. And when I mean Israel, I'm not speaking of the country Israel. No. All right, Yasharallah, man. Okay? Yasharallah is the so-called blacks, Latinos, Native Americans, Seminole Indians, West Indies, and Haitians, man. Hey, it says right here, this is Genesis. Sorry, Yep, this is Genesis 22. I'm going to start at 15. This is Genesis 22 and 15. And the Lord of, it says, and the angel of the Lord called unto Abraham out of heaven the second time, and said, by myself I have sworn, save the Lord, for because thou hast done this thing, and hast not withheld thy son, thy only son, right? Because Abraham was about to sacrifice Isaac. That in blessing I will bless thee, in multiplying, and in multiplying I will multiply thy seed as the stars of the heaven, and as the sand which is upon the seashore, and thy seed shall possess the gates of his enemies. It says, and in thy seed shall all nations of the earth be blessed, because thou hast obeyed my voice. So right, how are the other nations going to be blessed? Through Israelites, man. The other nations not going to be blessed because they got all the riches and fame. No, man. The heathens are just, they're supposed to be working and serving us, man. Okay? Elam, Moab, Ammon, Japheth, Ham, okay, Cush, Mizraim, all these other nations, Esau, Edom, they're all supposed to serve us, man. Okay? But the Lord's going to make us the real Viltramites, man. We're going to be innumerable amounts. Man, one tribe, just one Israelite tribe, man. Like, for example, Gad. There were over 400 tribes of Gad, man. Various ethnicities of Gadites, man, in the land of North America before it was colonized. There were so many so-called Native Americans, aka Gadites, to a point that each nation, each tribe was like its own nation. They had their own ethnic look, their own phenotype. It was like two different nations of people, but they were all Gadites, man. It's called in the book the 400 tribes. Okay? Give me 1 second. So, hey, the nation of Edom, Shlaki, the nation of Israel, Shlaki, that was Satan. But hey, Esau, Edom's gonna multiply too in the kingdom, man. Okay, because we gonna need more slaves in the kingdom. All right, Esau, Edom, and the other nations. So I'm reading this again. This is Genesis 22 and 17. That in blessing I'll bless thee, and in multiplying I'll multiply thy seed as the stars of the heavens. Right. Okay. One mini child was gonna be a whole nation, man. A whole nation. So brothers, prepare to have a lot of sons and daughters, man. Prepare to have a lot of babies, man, in the kingdom of Yahweh Ahshamiah. Because there's gonna be billions upon billions of Israelites, man. There's gonna be so many Israelites, man. You can't even number us, all of us now, man. Because you can't tell who's and who's not an Israelite. You can even have Israelites that like Esau, Edom, and the other nations, man. So all you Israelites that be saying pro-black, black Hebrew, this, no, man, it's not a black thing. This is not a black thing. This is a lineage thing. Okay, let me grab this. Because yeah, I may be in a so-called white neighborhood, but there's a lot of white chocolate Israelites in this neighborhood, man. They even look like Esau, Edom. That think that they're Esau, and they're not. They're descended from the greatest nation on the planet Earth. This is Jeremiah 12:9. Mine heritage is unto me as a speckled bird. The birds round about her are against her. Come ye, assemble all the beasts of the field, come to devour, right? And the birds that are round about her are the other nations. But yeah, Israel is like unto a speckled bird. We come in all variations of skin colors, hair color, eye color, okay, hair texture, okay? We're a very diverse people, man. And as we should, because, hey, the Lord loves diversity in the sense of his own people. Okay, if you look at it as an artist sense, hey, artists, they don't always use one color. They use multiple colors. There's even various of tones and shades of that one color, man. Like, for example, the color blue. Okay, there's various of colors and shades and hues and tones of blue, man. Or look at red. All right, orange, green. So how much is the nation of Israel, man? We're variations, complexions, tones of different shades of brown. Okay, lighter brown, darker brown. Okay, each tribe is even a diverse nation itself, man. Each tribe of Israel is its own diverse nation. And the Lord is going to gather us wherever we were scattered amongst, man. I'm gonna grab this one last scripture. Actually, I'm gonna grab these two last scriptures. This is Ezekiel 11:17. Therefore say, thus saith the Lord Yahweh Ahshamiah Raahwaban, I will even gather you from that people and assemble you out of the countries where ye have been scattered, and I will gather you the land of Israel. Shalak. Let me read this again. It's Ezekiel 11:17. Therefore say, thus saith the Lord Yahweh Ahshamiah Raahwaban, I will even gather you from the people and assemble you out of the countries where ye have been scattered, and I will give you the land of Yasharallah, man. New Jerusalem, man. Okay, New Jerusalem. That's gonna be belong unto us, man. Okay? These other nations, they already got their riches, man. They already got their big cities, their big kingdoms. But that's coming to an end. Okay, we're about to inherit everything, man. This is Ezekiel 28:30. Thus saith the Lord Yahweh Ahshamiah Raahwaban, when I shall gather the house of Israel from the people among whom they are scattered, and shall be sanctified in them in the sight of the heathen, then shall they dwell in their land, that which I have given to my servant Jacob. So right, the land of the land of Israel, okay, it belongs to Jacob, man. The forefathers, descendants of Jacob. All right, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, descendants of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, which are the Israelites, man. So it belongs to us. Here the heathens, the scripture says there shall be a bastard Ashdod. But hey, the Lord's gonna clean that up, man. We just gotta wait on Yahweh Ahshamiah Raahwaban. All right, so I'm gonna end this off here, man. I hope this lesson was edifying. So with that, call off. Yahweh Ahshamiah Raahwaban, Bahashim Kadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles, great millstone, peace and salutations to all my fellow Akim Akwat out there that follow Yahweh Ahshamiah Raahwaban with truth and sincerity. I like to say, Shalom.